Alright guys, so we have a interesting patents, well, a couple patents to look at here. We recently talked about the Galaxy Z Fold 6 and how there were some rumors of some pen silos / pen on the back, pen on the side. It's really weird, right? Well, today we actually have a patent here from Samsung, and we're going to break this down, kind of look at it. We have a couple of different phones to look at here. Obviously, right away, the Galaxy Z Flip 6, and then we're looking at the Galaxy Z Fold 6. So for the Z Flip 6, this is kind of how the patent works, is that it's going to be a side attaching S Pen. So instead of it being, like inside the phone in any way, it's going to be on the side. So it's going to go all the way up to, actually I have my Z Flip 5 here. So the pen is going to go, I guess, see, this is weird how it's oriented. Because the pen would have to go, let me actually take out my Z Fold 5 here, and let me take out the S Pen. So I take out the S Pen here. Because obviously this S Pen is way smaller than this one. This S Pen is the one that you would find in the Galaxy 23 Ultra, right? Because obviously, yeah, it can't be that S Pen with how, long the S Pen is. This is obviously the Galaxy Z Fold S Pen. So it's going to be a very small, a lot smaller S Pen. Again, the size of the Galaxy, S23 Ultra's S Pen. So it's going to be this big. The S Pen is going to go from here to here, and it's going to attach on the side here. So this top angle right here is going to be a little bit extruded out, probably to like that much, and then it's going to go down, and then this part right here is where you would attach. I'm going to guess not mathematically. Magnetically, you're going to attach it to the side of the Z Fold device. Okay, I mean, interestingly enough, I don't know how I feel about that, but this is kind of my problem I have with the Galaxy Z Fold 6, where when you close it, if you don't have the S Pen connected, it's going to look weird. But I guess if you always have the S Pen connected, you're not really going to have a problem at all. So I guess in a way, it won't ever be like that, well, you have this extra hangover space because, again, it's the S Pen. Now, I will say I wonder how content's going to work because, obviously when you're scrolling through your content, right, let me open this phone up, right, it's like, bam, border, 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 and border. But with this, there's going to be like that little bit of a cut out type of scenario. So when you're scrolling down, it has to go from a wider screen to a more narrow screen. So that's going to be very interesting to see how they work that one out. Now, the next thing I will say here is they do actually have, different options. So it says upper button press and lower button press. So depending on what, you press on the actual S Pen, just kind of like the Galaxy S23 Ultra, where when you click on the S Pen, it actually does things on the phone. So for example, this one right here, this is the Fold edition of the Galaxy S Z Fold 5, it does have a pen that you can button on the pen that activates with the phone. So that's kind of how this works too, which is kind of cool, interestingly enough. Going down this list here, they kind of just have right here, just a little shout out. They do have like the different areas, like it says display module. So this is how the phone is going to be put together. This is the one we talked about the other day, and I still am not a fan of this in any way possible. So it's pretty much the same equivalent of this right here, except imagine it being, this right here on the other side here, but it's actually in the metal. It's actually in the aluminum. It's not on a case. It's actually on the phone. I can't get behind that. I still can't get behind that, even if they do make this as thin as humanly possible, so it's not too much of an intrusion. I would not like it on the back of the phone. And then the second idea was this one, which is kind of like what we saw with the Galaxy Z Flip 6 there, which obviously is the side panel here, where again, you would have that little bit of overhang. Now, the difference with this one, though, is it's not an overhang for a screen, though. This overhang would be like a bezel. As you can see, the rest of the bezels all the way around. So this would be like a little bit of an overhang for a bezel, not a screen, and then obviously would go down until the pen, so it would be like, going down like that. So that does interest me a little bit more because it's not like it's a screen thing, it's going to be a bezel thing. So I could see myself potentially being okay with that one, but not the first one. I think the first one just looks so bad. Again, like I said, maybe I'm in the minority there. I just can't see myself getting there with the first one. Second one is actually not that bad. It's not that horrendous. We have more looks at patents for the S Pen. And then we have different, right here, so it says, the wireless symbol for the S Pen, obviously, while you're, using it. And it shows another example of the Galaxy Z Flip 6, with, of course, that little bit of a screen silo here, which, again, like I said, this looks so weird. And again, I know the media's not the media, but you're like, the content you're looking at is going to look weird when you scroll up and down. And that's my only problem with it, is that I don't think they're going to figure out a way to get that to work right away. And it's not, optimized in any way for most foldable phones to have that concept. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting indeed. So, guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. Like, would you be okay with this with a Z Flip 6? Would you be okay with this for a Z Fold 6? Obviously, Samsung's going to do what Samsung thinks is best here. And, we'll kind of see how they end up going about it. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.